Good morning, everybody. So, Packer's in the shop, as you've seen when I ended the last video. Yesterday, Owen and I started this project. I got the tires off. We have started taking everything apart, got our bearings out. We're repacking the bearings because they're still good. I haven't got to the growly one yet, though. Yeah, that one's probably not going to be good. But so here is what's going on. Originally, these do not come with a grease nipple. So these were looking a little bit dry. They were dry. So I'm drilling holes. We are capping and we're putting grease nipples in. So when it's on the Packer, when they're back together, once a year, you can take those caps off and you can put brand new grease into them just to help with that bearing life, opposed to taking it apart all the time. So here we go. So we're putting 1/4 inch by 28 thread nipples in there. So we got to tap that 1/4 by 28. Come over here to our index. This is super old, but here is 1/4 by 28 National Fine. We need a number 3 drill bit. Come over here to our trusty bits. There's the number 3. It's in the drill. I've already done the one. So not normally, instead of setting this up in the mill or a drill press, because this has got an angle and it would take too long to get it all set up in there, I am just going to freewheel it or freehand it. It's going to work out just fine. To the other one, it doesn't have to be super precision straight just because it just doesn't have to be. So we will start tapping this baby. There we go. There we go. So as you can see, we can now grease the bearing. So I'm going to clean that grease out. We're going to clean the inside of that before we put it together, just in case there's filings and everything. We just wanted to shoot some grease through that to make sure it cleans out the hole. So we will do that and get these two back together. Let's go. Alright, we're just going to clean the shafts up here, and they look good, obviously, because the wheel bearings haven't gone. Sometimes when a wheel bearing goes, sometimes you can score these shafts up. That's why we're doing this, to try to do some preventative maintenance. But believe me, sometimes, doesn't matter how hard you try, wheel bearings do just go. And sometimes you don't have time to look at everything. But we're going to do the best we can today. You can see the grease is starting to be pushed from behind through the bearing. So we'll give her just a couple more pumps just to make sure. Oh yeah, she feels good now. Good and lubed. Put a little grease in the cap. All right. This is the important part. Do not tap the center. Okay? We don't want to dent the cap in. Take your time and work it. Beauty, feels good. Okay, next. So after we are done with this, we're gonna grease this whole unit. And our birds are going out tonight. So the rest of this week we'll be washing barns. So I'm gonna probably carry on this video with us setting up for washing, getting all the pressure washed on the trailer, everything that we're doing. And we'll do a little washing, birds go in, then we can start bringing the planters into the shop. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week. So I'm just gonna kind of carry on with this situation and we'll kind of see when we are walking around looking at everything else. It's really hard to videotape when your hands are greasy, trying not to get grease all over you guys, but yeah, we're into that galley guy. And it is definitely not looking so good. You can see the shavings and a little bit of rust coming out of that. So we'll get that apart. That's gonna need brand new everything. So let's see what goes on here. Grease everywhere. Oh baby, it's never a good sign. Doesn't feel very good. Got lots of play. A little bit of rust everywhere. Not worth it. Actually, the race doesn't feel that bad. We caught this in time before catastrophic failure. And look at that. She was made in Canada. Nice. It's not supposed to come off like that. Push it just slightly off. There is obviously a burr or something, probably a little bit of rust in there. It's holding us back. Just gonna have to get rough with it. Just gonna have to get rough with it. And what does rough look like? BFH. That's what rough looks like. Oh, nasty. You think she's not good? I don't think it's good. All right. Really hoping I don't gotta torch that off. That would be lovely. That would be real lovely. All right, there we go. Man, this camera is making me mad. I guess you guys can't see it, but it keeps turning on and off. The battery's junk. It was a new battery a moment ago. Anyways, here they want to go electric cars. We can't even make a GoPro run for more than 20 minutes. Anyways, Owen is off. He is getting a new race, new bearings, new seal. I had to cut that off. This camera's pissing me off, so you guys didn't see it. So you can just see I nicked the shaft a little bit. That makes me mad. I don't like doing that, but at the end of the day, the bearing doesn't sit there, it sits here, so it'll be fine, but still makes me mad. So we gotta pound those races out. We gotta drill our hole, get our grease fitting in there. We're gonna quickly take this one apart first, and then we'll get to that. Working? You think you're working? Oh my God. You know, it's really hard when your camera, you're trying to film, you're trying to actually work. My hands are greasy. This is screwing up. What a piece of crap. Ugh. All right, we have this side apart. It slipped right off. I have our new nipple installed. I'm gonna put it back together now, and then we'll start pounding. We gotta clean that up and pound those out. Okay. Apparently you guys need an update, so that's fine. So I pounded the old races out. We've cleaned this up. I've got my grease fitting in. Now, over the course of time. Are you gonna work? Oh my God. Frustrating. So we got the grease fitting in. Over the course of time, I have taken a bunch of races out of a lot of different hubs, and I put that in the lathe, turned it down so it slides right in there. So we can just use the press the new one in, because I really hate being mean to new races. All right, there we go. Yeah, shot off again. We're back. We're to the DJI. So, the unfortunate part about this camera is I don't have a magnet for it. So we're just gonna see how it works out. And every time. So there we are. That make life so much better. Well, maybe this will help my GoPro. Updating. Everything needs updating as technology. So, when no one brought me the parts, he only got the one bearing. Him and I had a little miscommunication, and I said, well, if we're gonna do one bearing, we might as well do both, and it's all fresh. And I wanted to make this for the other side anyway, or for, you know, so we can press this bearing in. So I was doing that while the camera's updating. So he should be back shortly. We can get that together, and then we can get some wheels on. That'll be good. That'll be, and then grease it. I'm not too sure if we are going to try to get the buggy over to the other implement shed today or not, which it sounds like, oh, that should be easy, but if you've seen that big door, it's low. Buggy is about 2 inches too tall, so we got to take air out of the tires. Okay, we will now install the seal and put the bearing, or I guess the bearing, then the seal. I'll unpack the bearing. It's in there. Seal. There we go. I'm frustrated now because now this camera, it's great for walking around, but when you want to place it places, it sucks. See if we can get the GoPro to work for this last piece. Okay, I was just going over and just, after we paint it, I'm just gonna scrape all the paint off the grease nipples. Wheel bearings are all done. Time to grease the rest of the unit. Put the tires on and that's it. So, well, the Packer is in here. I've always wanted to put lights on it. We got the first one installed here. Here's the second. We've marked it out, got our level. I've got my 2 holes in there. So we'll get this screwed in, and you're gonna laugh because you're gonna be like, holy, do we have enough threads? Yes, yes I do. This is what I had kicking around today. So we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna use them. Run these in and out of this hole quickly because just want to make sure we're all gonna go. Everything's going to be nice. Look at that, it just stopped there. It's been doing this all day. I don't know if I got a good enough SIM card in it or what's going on, but anyways, this is what we're doing. And whoa, oh, see, this thing's hard. Okay, just run the wires, and that way we'll have some 4-ways on this baby, and that'll be real nice, especially at nighttime. I try to make sure we have lights on everything. This is just one of the pieces of equipment that never did get it, so I'll run the wiring, and we'll see some flashing when I'm done with that. But that's going to work out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We just went right in the center of the wheels for both. Looks good. It'll look better when it's flashing. Well, we are hooked up. Now this is all just, I did route this quite, I'm pretty happy with it. Nicely with the hydraulics. Now yet again, we got to do some trim work. We still need to 100% tie to the wiring up. I am just testing, but look, we got flashing lights. We have flashing lights, so that is a positive thing. So now I'm just going to tie up the wiring, finish zip tying and trim, and then yes, now this will be officially finished. I'm happy with that. Okay, we got them all soldered together, shrink wrapped. My wiring is, yeah, we got all the zip ties cut now. That looks good. I am happy with that. Okay, well that's all I got for you guys today. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get ready for the big bird move, and the next video will be getting ready to wash barns, so make sure you like, subscribe. Peace, have a good one.